Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the world of identity, self, and society. A journey into understanding how our sense of self is intricately shaped by the world around us. I am Farheen Rehan. Let's explore the complex dance between who we are and who society wants us to be. Ahead in this presentation, I'll be sharing you a lot of content regarding Unit 2 of Sociology, so kindly stay with me and listen to me very carefully. Here we go. What is identity? At its core, it is a blend of our personal traits and life experiences. Our personal identity combined with the role and play in society. Our social identity, and remember, identity isn't static, it evolves throughout our lives. The cradle of self, early socialization and learning identity. From the moment we are born, identity begins to form. Families shape our earliest values, schools and peers introduce us to social roles, and media constantly influences our dreams and definitions of self. Identity is something that is not innate. It's learned through ongoing interactions and experiences from birth till the grave. How groups and culture shape us. This actually works as a mirror of a society. Our behavior often mirrors our groups, family, traditions, professional codes, and cultural beliefs guide what we consider right or wrong. Through socialization, we internalize expectations from gender roles to class norms. Our identity is constantly refined by the groups we belong to and the cultural context we inhabit. But before going ahead, we need to understand what is the mechanism of social control, how it works. To maintain order, societies use formal controls like laws, informal controls like peer pressure and sanctions, rewards, punishments to shape our behavior. These mechanisms actually guide us subtly yet powerfully. Societies maintain through these mechanisms, and this is how we keep a check on the individuals through various systems. But most effectively, the basic form of social controls that we human being and we as society are engaged with is an informal control that is usually pressurized by our family members, our peers, and the group we are having with us. While conformity maintains cohesion, deviance can spark progress. Social sanctions keep us in check, but those who challenge the norm often become the catalyst of change. This society influences us to conform, but deviance can challenge norms and drive evolution, both shape our identity. Deviance, we can understand in that way, is this: committing a suicide, it's not a crime, but it is a social taboo that is usually avoided to be discussed, and this is something that violates the social norm. These kind of things are come under the circle of or circumference of deviance. The fabric of belonging influences on social identity, roles, status, and groups. Our social roles and status define how we interact. Group members gives us belonging. Together they form our social identity, a complex fabric of expectations, recognition, and connection. What do you understand by the term social role? Social role is basically an expected behavior from an individual. For example, there is a teacher. So there are certain things that are supposed to be not to be shown, that behavior not shown by the teacher. But if an unknown person is doing that, that is pretty much acceptable for you. Similarly, status is a position within a hierarchy. This status makes you to fall under certain circumference and certain bracket to follow that conformity. Group membership is a membership that is giving a highlight of the social belonging, and we are having a shared identity. For example, we belong to that particular group, we belong to that particular community. So this is how I social identity is a complex interplay of roles, status, and the groups we associate with. These elements define a place in the social world. Identity formation in the connected age. In the digital age, identity gets redefined. We curate online personas, chase likes or validation, and sometimes get lost in echo chambers. While the internet gives freedom, it also blurs the authenticities. This is a very crisp line of all this context, is that it also blurs the authenticity, though internet gives us information. The complex weave of our identities. We are not just one identity, race, gender, class, and sexuality intersect to shape unique experiences. This intersectionality helps us understand the diverse ways people face privilege and prejudice. For example, race experiences the systematic racism, gender, it gives you specific social roles and expectations, class is all about economic opportunities and status that you are availing in society, and sexuality is basically the social acceptance and discrimination on the basis of a gender. Understanding these interwoven layers is crucial for a complete view of identity. So our identity is basically is all woven with these three basic pillars. Sorry, these four basic pillars, that is race, gender, class, and sexuality. So, despite social pressure, you have agency. Identity is fluid. Embrace who you are, align with your values, and own your journey, because no one can tell you your story better than you. So, society shapes us. We also possess agency to define ourselves, own our identity, and embrace its dynamic journey. So, align with your identity. Don't lose your identity, because this showcases the whole community that is associated with you. You are a pillar of society. If you have any suggestion, if you have any question, do drop a comment below. And if you need to ask me anything, you are free to ask. Kindly like, subscribe, and share, and follow for more.